Hey there, yogis. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. And the 4-digit ID code, if you're prompted for it, is 8096 for verification. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. Please also let your friends know that classes are happening, right? And that they can go to either Instagram and Facebook where I'm streaming, or go to YouTube. My YouTube channel is Simha Yoga Lab, and any of those three platforms, the videos are available for you 24/7, and you can practice at any time. If you're interested in coming to in-studio classes, make sure you go to my website again, simhayoga.com. There are instructions on there on how to pre-register for class. There is a waiver that you have to download and e-sign and then reattach to the email to me for pre-registration. So it's quite important for you to do all of those protocols, because the email is for contact tracing, and the waiver is necessary for me to keep on file. All right, so please do all of those things and make sure you follow those instructions on the website. Okay, today's class is intermediate advanced. It's a level 2, level 3. For those of you who have tight hips, please elevate and sit up on a block, a blanket, a book, or a towel. It makes it a lot easier if you have a tight lower back or hips. All right, if you have any kind of injuries, limitations, or special conditions, make sure that you're always checking in, and that you're not taking any poses that are not appropriate for your conditions, right? Really important to always practice safety and make sure that you keep your ego in check and you are not doing anything that is not appropriate for you, right? All right, let's sit up tall, palms face up. And with your eyes closed, let's gently touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. Let the inhales even out with your exhales. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashta, Sarvavashta, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yahasmari, Yahasmari, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Vihyendraha, Vihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate to the left side of the neck. Chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And take the chin back to center and pause, taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Come off your blocks and extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out, draw in. Roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center again, switch them around. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high and extend. Twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Back up. Other side. Center again, legs forward, forward fold. Take back up, swing the legs back behind you, hands and knees. Inhale, draw the navel down, raise the tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. This time, on the inhale, kick the right heel back and lift. Exhale, right knee in toward the legs. Kick back, right knee in. Kick it back, right knee in. And then, on the inhale, open out to the right side, pendulate the knee back to center. Open to the right, back to center. Open to the right, and then draw the right heel back behind you, and right knee to outside the right arm, and touch. Kick it all the way back. Right knee to outside the right arm. Kick it all the way back. Right knee to outside the right arm. Kick it all the way back. Re-extend the right leg. Lift the left knee. 3 like a dog. Right knee in towards the nose and round. Hold that. 3, 2, and 1. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee outside the right arm, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Knee comes into twist and hold that. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up. 3 like a dog. Step the right foot forward. Warrior. Wrapping your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers. Lift the heart up, gaze upwards. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Take back up. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. In a reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Extended side angle. Half balance side angle. Raise your left arm back up. Left hand to the floor, and let's revolve it. Right arm up, twist. Extend it. Half bound. Inhale, take it all the way up and around, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, and lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher and hold it here. Bhujangasana. And start to release all the way down and then child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left side, left arm down, and reach more actively with your right fingertips, reaching outwardly. So getting a right side stretch. And make it really active. Walk it back to center, other side, right forearm down. Extend the left arm out and really reach. Take it back to center, hands and knees. Inhale, left heel back. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it back. Left knee in. Kick it back. Left knee in. Open out to left side. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. To the left again. Draw the left heel back. To outside the left arm. Draw the left heel back. Outside the left arm. Draw the left heel back. Outside the left arm. Kick it back. Re-extend. Square off. Lift the left knee off the floor. Three-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose and hold that. 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Left knee outside the left arm and hold. 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Knee comes into twist. 3, 2, 1. Kick back up. Stepping. Your left is forward. Warrior 1. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Take the other thumb on top and lift up. Gaze upwards. And then bow forward. Take it back up. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Extended side angle. Half bound side angle. Take it back up. Right hand to the floor. Left arm up to twist. Extend it. Half bind. Inhale. Take it back up. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back. And then lower all the way down to the belly. Again, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, almost all the way down. Lift up a little bit higher. Lower almost all the way down. Lift up even higher. Bhujangasana and hold. And all the way down, release. Child's pose. This time, let's twist. Take the left forearm to the floor, and you can draw in a little bit. Raise your right arm up, half bind, and twist. Take it back up. Switch sides. Left arm up and behind you, half bind, and twist. Back to center. Set up your arms. Classic extend. If you're not taking classic headstand, you can just stay in child's pose. Start to release. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round. Kick it up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee taps out the right arm. Stay there or tip forward. One like a crow, kick your left leg back. Kick it back up. Three-legged dog. Fall in triangle. Extend. Take it back. Three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend. Side bend left. Take it back to center. Bend your right elbow. Side bend left again. Back to center. Keep your arms, lean back. Either stay here for a few more breaths or wrap your left hand behind you for the bind of Gomukhasana. Take it back to vertical, reconstruction of your joints. Release bind, left hand to assist. Extend the left arm out, derotate your fist. Bend your left elbow, release your left hand. Reach up, right arm up, right hand back behind you. Left arm forward, twist to the right, left elbow, outer right knee, and twist. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. Extended triangle. Half bound triangle. Raise your left arm up, left hand to the floor. Let's revolve it. Right arm up, revolve triangle. Extended. Half bound. Inhale, come up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right to back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee out up the left arm. Stay there or tip it forward, one-legged crow. Step it up. Three-legged dog. Fall in triangle. Left leg over to the right side. Take it back. Three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Right hand to catch your left wrist. Extend. Side bend to the right. Take it back to vertical. Bend your left elbow. Side bend to the right again. Take it back up to vertical and then lean it back. All right, yogi's options. Stay here or wrap the right hand back behind you for the bind of Gomukhasana. And then leaning it back. Take it back up, reconstructing the joints. Release your bind, right hand to a fist. Extend the right arm out, derotate your fist. Bend your right elbow, release your right hand. Reach up, reach up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Extended triangle. Half bound triangle. Let's revolve it. Right arm up, right hand to the floor, left arm up. I just realized I forgot to twist in the lunge, so we'll come back to it. Extend it, left palm to face down and reach forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. Take it back up, reverse the triangle. Come back to warrior two. Square back to warrior one. I forgot this one. Left hand behind you, right arm forward. Twist your left and hook the right arm out of the left knee. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reverse. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take the knees down, forearms down. So you have a choice of taking forearm stand preparation or actually taking forearm stance. If you know forearm stance, go ahead and take it. If you're taking preparations, grab opposite elbows to measure out your shoulders. Take the forearms to the floor. You can take the arms parallel to each other, right? Or you can do it the Dharma Mitra style, which is making a triangle with your thumbs and your index fingers, and then pressing them against each other and using that as a way of leveraging and creating a triangle. And then you can take it from there. So if you want to try that, you can try that. Right? Otherwise, you're doing preparations, walking in to the gaze in between your forearms, and just walking in your feet as close as you can. You can reach your heels down and stretch your back of the legs and just work on that. Or shift to your tiptoes and shift the weight forward, which makes the weight bearing a little bit stronger. So those are two options you can take if you're taking a forearm stand preparation. All right, I'll give you a couple more breaths here. All right, wherever you are, start to break and make your way back to down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, left knee comes down, crescent moon. Walk your hands top the thighs and lunge forward. Take extra padding to your left knee if you need it. Once you're set, Venus smooth drop. You can continue to work there or work through your variations of choice. Right, you can wrap the hands back behind you. You can side bend one direction or the other. Binding for your mermaids, or take any variations you like. All right, so when you're ready, let's take the hands to the ins of the right foot, turn your right toes out at an angle, walk the left hand a little bit wider, raise right arm up and behind you to twist. If you're binding, right hand to your left foot. If you're forward folding, square up your shoulders, draw the heel in toward the seat and fold forward. All right, so everyone make your way back up and then release the right arm over the right ear. So everyone is coming back here. So going for the right side stretch. And right hand to the floor. Take the left forearm down. Reach your right arm out toward the left side. Now keep the right knee opening out to right side as you reach your right arm to the left. So there's a curve to the spine. There's a lot of hip opening to the right hip. Walk your right hand in, lift the left elbow, and thread the right arm underneath the left for your thoracic twist, for your shoulder stretch. When you're ready, walk the back up, draw the left heel in, sit the seat toward the left heel, flex your right foot so you're still elevated. You're going to side bend over to the right. You can just reach your left arm overhead or bind the hand to the foot. And come back up. Walk the hands forward to about roughly hands and knees. Then walk your left hand wider, left hand further forward. Thread the right arm underneath, right shoulder, right cheek to the floor. Stay there, left arm up and behind you for your lower back or your inner right side to twist. Release, take it back up, walk over to the right a little bit, support with your right hand, thread the left arm underneath to grab the right ankle. Then left shoulder, left cheek down, right arm up and behind you, and twist. Take it back to center, draw the right heel in, thread the right arm underneath, left hand to the right ankle, and bow. You can keep working, eventually get your head behind the foot. Half InvertAsana, left hand to grab the outer right foot, lift, and open. Hands to the floor. Let's see. Can this be an arm balance? Right? It's that flying, I guess that flying crow variation I see, but I've actually never done myself. Right? All right, let's step it back. And that was the first for me. Let's frame your right foot, rotate your left heel back, and lengthen over your right leg. Right hamstring stretch. Let's hope I remember all of that. There's a long line of poses to kind of figure out there and retrace. Okay. All right, so here in pyramid, we're neutralizing, just letting the right leg release, the lower back release from out of those back bends and forward folds. All right, bend the front knee, ground the palms, step the right foot back, plank, chaturanga, dog, down dog. Left heel up. Step the left foot forward. Crescent moon. Right knee comes down. So take extra padding to your right knee if you need it. Set up the pose. When the face is ready, arms up. Venus Mudra. Then take any additional variations. Right, so repeat what you did on the first side the best you can. You took some side stretches maybe, one side or the other. If you took your mermaids, hand to foot. Right, mermaid 1, foot to elbow crease. Mermaid 2. Right, and take a few more breaths here. All right, let's start to break. Take the hands to the inside of the left foot. Turn the left toes out and the left thigh turns out as well toward the left side. Right hand a little bit wider. Raise your left arm up and behind you for the twist. And if you took the bind, take the bind again. Right, so all these are optional, right? Take whatever is appropriate for you up until the point, and then we'll regroup and meet at the next place. If you're squaring forward, come forward, heel toward the seat as you bow forward. Right, so up until this point, we're still optional. And start to release. Now we're all meeting left arm overhead. Left side stretch here. Then release your left hand to the floor. Take the right forearm down and then reach your left hand over to the right side. So the left knee is still opening to left side, but the left hand is reaching to the right. Walk your left hand back in, lift the right elbow up. Threading the needle, left arm underneath your right, and then as you bend your right elbow, let the left shoulder, left cheek come toward the floor. As you go into your thoracic twist and the shoulder stretch. Make your way back up, turn the right heel in, and then you sit down on the right heel, extend the left arm out, left leg out, right? Then you're still hovering, right? You're not sitting down. Side bending over the left leg. Either reach your right hand overhead, right arm overhead, or binding hand to foot. Begin to release. Make your way back up. Step the left heel in and tuck the right toes. Start to dig the left shoulder underneath your left knee. Right hand grab the left ankle. And then bowing forward here. Right, so what you're looking for, eventually you have the flexibility, head behind the foot. Right, beginning to transition now to grab the top and the outside of the left foot and pick up the left leg for Vishwamitrasana, variation of that. Right, and then we'll start to work on that balance, right? So the left heel draws in, right? Because my arms are rather short, I get really close to the floor, but hopefully you have more extension and you can hover, you see? My foot is touching down. Wow, I'm so much more flexible on the other side. This side, my foot can't even come off the floor. I lean forward. So there you go, asymmetry, right? That gives me a clue that this side requires a lot more work in terms of climbing the leg higher up my arm and keeping that leg high, right? So that means I have to work more on flexibility on the hip and then strengthening to lift so that I can clear that foot away from the floor, because right now my foot cannot clear the floor. It just keeps hitting the floor, which then obstructs me from trying to balance. Whereas the other side, it was close, right? But I was at least able to clear the floor and balance. So, so perfect example of asymmetry, more work I need to do on my left side. Okay, so let's break. Hands to the floor to frame your left foot for pyramid. Lengthen over the left leg. All right, so this is an example of like spontaneity, right? So my teaching practice is that, you know, I don't have a script. I don't come in here with a whole roster of poses that we're going to do, right? Everything's very spontaneous to me. And so that's also my regular teaching practice in live studio classes, right? So hopefully you feel the spontaneity of the classes, right? Especially something like this that just happened. All right, bend the front knee. I think we stepped it back. Plank pose, inhale one breath, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Bend the knees, inhale one breath, exhale, walk or jump your feet forward between your hands. Feet together, knees together. Take it up, chair. Dive forward, crow pose. Regular crow pose, or for those of you who are lucky enough to have some blocks, working with blocks on your crow. Elevation makes the crow pose a little bit more interesting. All right, you can go at the lowest setting. You can go from the medium setting. Now, for those of you who have never used blocks for your crow, I would say go only as high up as this setting for you. Because once you get to this one, it gets really shaky. So it's a little bit risky for those of you who don't quite know how to control your balance yet. So I don't recommend that for those of you who are just trying. But you should know that you're very strong in your crow, right, in order to try this. So you might want to start here. If it's too easy, go here, right? And if you feel confident and you're like, okay, you know, I can take this, no problem, and you want to try the highest setting, then go ahead. Now, for most of us, if you're like me, I'm not even 5'6". This is a little bit high for me to climb onto with both legs, right? So I have to go one leg at a time. All right, so the thing that makes this interesting is that when you elevate it, your visual perspective is very different from when you're down here, right? So it's not necessarily that it is that much harder to balance, right? It is because your visual perspective is not familiar. So that's why it makes it a little bit more difficult, but certainly a lot more interesting to kind of take an arm balance slightly higher than you normally do it. All right, so that's kind of fun. All right, let's make your way back. Walk back, jump back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. All right, jumping forward again, but this time, if you can find yourself a little bit of hang time in your jump, right? Meaning if you can go toward a handstand or at least get a little bit of suspension time, go ahead and try to do that. Bend the knees, rise up chair, stepping on the left foot, tree pose. Pick up the right foot and steadying your balance. Once you have your balance, any additional variations you like, you can keep it simple. Stay in a balance in basic tree. You can wrap the hands back behind you for the heart opener. You can side bend, right? So those are the more basic variations I give you. Then the next level, right, would be the half lotuses, the forward folds, tip the balances. All right, then after that would be inversions. Inversions can become, oops, did that fast, arm balances to come down from an inversion. Right, so you keep the half lotus. All right, so those are possibilities if you like to move around within your balances. All right, let's break. Square back to center. Step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Let the hands come to the floor for support. Walk your feet a little bit wider, not quite mat width, and then turning your toes out. And then let's stay here and just sway our hips side to side. And then let's take a yogic squat. All right, going into the hip opening, your lower back stretch, and also a little bit of rest time. All right, so can you guess where we're going next? All right, InvertAsana, firefly. All right, hands come back to the floor, lift the feet up. So your feet are turned out, your feet are not quite mat width, right? Because if you go too wide, sometimes it works against you. All right, so you just want to go a little bit wider. Then, keeping your knees bent, you're going to dig your shoulders as far back as possible. See if you can ground the palms to the floor behind you. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Start to shift back. As you ground the palms to the floor and bear weight, maybe your toes get lighter. Maybe your feet come off the floor. If they can, maybe you can extend the legs out. Right? I don't have a great firefly. Right? I can at least hang, but it's not a great one. It's not the most beautiful one out there at all, not nearly. And then if you want to transition that into a crow, you can. All right, let's start to break. Step the feet back down. Make your way back into standing position. And then let's turn your toes back in so that your feet are parallel. And then take Padahastasana, hand to foot. All right, so this is a nice neutralization for your wrists. All right, so this is your flexion. Right, whereas in InvertAsana, your firefly is a very deep extension, right? You're bearing weight into that extended hand position. So this is the opposite. This is the flexion. All right. Ground the palms to the floor. Walk or jump back. Chaturanga dog, down dog. So in this jump back, if you want to try to get some hang time, right? And that's either hanging with your knees bent or hanging in a handstand. So try it. Not quite. Chaturanga dog, down dog. I'll give you another try. All right, jumping forward again. And so let's try to do something else this time, meaning if you haven't done the full handstand yet, try for the full handstand. If you did the full handstand, maybe I'm going to try for an L-shaped handstand and see if I can hold it before I come down. All right, so take whatever you want to come forward. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee, tree pose, second side. Once you steady your balance, repeat the poses that you took on the first side, whatever it is. Right, you wrap the hands up behind you, side bending. Right, so those are the more basic, more easy variations. Then the next round, slightly higher level of practice, would be a half lotuses, into your forward folds, tiptoe balances. Right? Then, if you're adding on, becomes headstands. Right? You can stay in the headstand or start working on arm balancing to the right. And take it back to center, step the left foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward. With your hands supporting, again, walk your feet out wide, almost max width, and sway it out side to side. All right, turn your toes out, heels are slightly in. So again, setting up for yogic squat. So we're going to hold this for a few breaths, giving you a chance to catch up. So you have the next option. You're going to take InvertAsana Firefly again. You have the option of either using blocks, which makes it easier. So for those of you who had a hard time grounding your palms flat to take the weight of the body, using the blocks will make it a lot easier. Those of you who had a pretty easy time with your palms flat, this time you're going to take iron fingers, right? You're going to be on your fingertips to take InvertAsana Firefly. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up whichever variation you're taking. If you're using blocks, right? So I'll give you a back view. I think back view is better, right? Yeah. All right, you're setting up your blocks. Your feet are a little bit less than hips width, but your toes are turned out. Bend your knees. Again, digging your shoulders past your knees. Then your palms are to the top of the blocks, and your fingers are to the sides of the blocks. Bend the elbows. Let the triceps start to bear the weight of the body. Then start to shift the weight into your hands, and maybe get lighter on your toes and pick up the feet. And then extending the legs out. All right, so that's your firefly. I'll give you a front view this time. All right, with your blocks. So again, turn out, knees bent, palms are flat, and then the fingers are to the front of the blocks. Bend the elbows, start to shift the weight back a little bit. Toes get lighter, lift the feet. Maybe just hang here. Or if you feel confident, legs out. All right, those are your options for using blocks. If you're using iron fingers, let me just give a little bit of a release before I go. All right. Iron fingers on your fingertips. It's a lot shakier. That's why it's a lot harder. Okay. All right. Start to release. All right. Why don't you come back to a standing position? Walk your feet in so that they are parallel to each other. You're still keeping your feet separated. Let's take the Adv again. That's a really nice one for neutralization of your wrists when you take that much weight onto the extension of the hands in a flat palm position. All right. Start to release. So I'll give you another chance to walk back, jump back, right? So, whatever you want. All right. Pigeon, left leg up. Take the left knee in, land that shin to the floor. Measure out and make your way forward. And when you're ready, take any additional variations you like. Feel free to do anything. Right? So, for those of you who can't get enough inversions, right, I actually really love taking forearm stands from the pigeon. Because guess what? You are already in position, right? So you're already folding forward. You just measure out your arms. Take the forearms down. Lift the feet, supporting the left leg, right? You're going to walk the right foot in, right? Close enough. So you really have to kind of try it out to see how close you have to walk it in. The key point is walk it in close enough so that you can get out of the pose and set right up into your launch, into your forearm stand. So I walk my back foot in pretty closely and then raise the left leg up. So you actually switch legs. So now I'm in a perfect position to launch right into my forearm stand. That was the closest I've ever gotten to taking the full elbow balance, whatever it's called. You take both hands. I kind of took one hand up, pretty cleared. The other hand, I took my wrist up and a little bit of my forearm. So that's the closest. So let's say it's about 2/3 of my other arm off. So that is a lot closer than I've ever been. All right. All right, let's walk it back in. Whenever you're ready, down dog. All right, once you've neutralized and you're ready, second side, right leg up. Right knee in, land that shin to the floor. Measure out for your pose. Elongate. And then make your way forward. All right, so again, go ahead. Play with your variations of choice. I'm going to go again for my forearm stand and see if I can maybe go a little bit further this time to take the full, I think this generically called an elbow balance, right? Because you're literally balancing on your elbows. Right? So I'm going to try again. Let's see where we get. So the way to transition to your forearm stand is, again, measure out your arms, right? Set up your arms. Step the left foot in, close enough, right? Then switch legs. Your right leg comes up. That wasn't any better. It seems promising. Right? So I'll tell that to myself. It seems promising. That was anything in our yoga practice. If we really want to get the pose better, we have to practice it, right? So I haven't done that for months. But it's nice to know it's somewhat there. Okay, let's begin to make your way back up. Walk your hands back in, tuck the back toes, and press it back to your down dog. Take a walk side to side. All right, walk your feet forward or jump your feet forward to come to a seated position. Extend the legs forward with the hands to either side to support, lower arm to your back. Keep the left arm out, take the left knee in, and twist to the right, recline, twisting to the right. Back to center, switch legs, switch arms, twist to the left. Back to center, hug both knees in. Step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Begin to draw the breath back in and start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. Rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I appreciate your time. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. And if you're prompted for a verification code, it is 8096. Classes are $10. If you're having a difficult time, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can, and kindly share with your friends and let people know classes are happening. I really need people to give the word of mouth and share and let people know. So I appreciate anything you can help with. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and I am then uploading the videos to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. So visit any of those platforms for classes 24/7, anytime you want. If you're thinking about in-studio classes, make sure again to go to my website, simhayoga.com, and the instructions are on there in the section in the pink text. You need to pre-register class by also downloading the document that is on there, e-signing it, and then when you pre-register for class through email, attach that waiver. Very important that you do that because I do need the waiver for liability. As well, the email is the contact tracing, so it's very important for you to do that. All right, so thank you again for your time. Be well, take care. I hope to see you soon.